Are you ready to hear the top 5 challenges of night surveillance for a professional private investigator and how you can overcome those challenges? Well, hang on, that is exactly what I will be discussing in just a moment. Welcome to the PI Guy, tips, tricks, and advice for professional private investigators just like you. My name is John Morris. I am a licensed professional private investigator. What are the biggest challenges during surveillance that you have encountered? Let me know down in the comments below. For me, night surveillance has always been one of the biggest challenges. One would think surveillance is easier at night because you are working under the cover of darkness. But that just isn't the case, folks. Not in most situations. A huge problem conducting night surveillance is identifying your subject. If you are lucky, there is a nearby street light, and if you're really lucky, there's a porch light on at the subject residence. One way to overcome this challenge is to have a camera that has night vision capabilities. However, most cameras today do not call it night vision. They instead use fancy phrases like low lux or low light or twilight, something to that effect. With some cameras, you'll have to hunt down and find that special setting, and with some cameras, it's an automatic adjustment. If you intend to do a lot of nighttime surveillance, you may want to do some research and invest in a high-quality, low-light camera just for those special times. I used to carry a Canon Vixia Pro camera just for night video. It had some incredible low-light capabilities to no-light capabilities, but a downside was the physical size. It was double the size of my smaller cameras. I have since gone to my Panasonic HCV 180, which adjusts to low light automatically for me. While not quite as good of nighttime quality as my old Canon, it does meet my needs for now, as I don't do very much nighttime surveillance myself any longer. Our next challenge for nighttime surveillance relates directly to your camera itself as well. Really quick, go down below, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to show your support for the PI Guy channel. Our fancy cameras today have these nice full-color, high-definition resolution screens for you to watch what you're taking video of. In the course of most regular surveillance jobs, this is an excellent feature to have. With night surveillance, however, this can be very detrimental to the integrity of your surveillance. In the dead of night, even with your screen dimmed to full, it will illuminate the inside of your vehicle quite a bit. Even a little glitter of light inside your vehicle is enough to tip off your target or a nosy neighbor that may be watching out of their window, or a pedestrian walking by, and alert them that somebody may be inside your vehicle. I still always use my blackouts even at night. What I use for blackouts, bonus tip really quick for you here, is black foam core. I will leave a link down in the comments below to some foam core sheets that I use. I cut these out to the shape and size of the inside of my windows, then I can pop them in while I'm out on surveillance. This, combined with a sun shield in the front window and a black curtain behind me, I'm sitting in a virtual black box while I'm doing surveillance. Of course, there are holes and gaps here and there for me to see out of and shoot video. These holes are where the light can end up creeping out and someone may see that something is going on inside the vehicle. I counter this with a black cloth. I keep the camera as close to me as possible with a black cloth going over the top of it to block as much light as possible. You can't block it all, but you can block most of it. Challenge number 3 is boredom. It is really easy to get bored on surveillance, and night surveillance is even worse. Most of us have our nighttime routines, watching TV, reading, binge watching the PI Guy channel videos, playing games or whatever. When you're out on night surveillance, your mind wants to do what it normally does at night, and boredom can set in. I listen to podcasts, radio shows, things like that to help get me through those boring moments. You have to be careful though. You don't want to be watching your phone all the time. This needs to be something that does not distract your eyes. Also, your phone can do the same thing as your camera screen. It will light up the inside of your vehicle like a beacon. I use my phone to listen to things, but I keep it face down and I use earplugs so no one can hear from the outside either. Okay, 2 more tips for you, then our big bonus tips, so hang on, here we go. Along with boredom comes tiredness. This is another natural for us as we tend to be more relaxed at night as we are getting ready for bed. Sitting in a soft chair all night on surveillance can send mixed signals to the old brain up there. Some PIs load up with caffeine to battle this. However, that can bring more physical challenges if you drink too much coffee or soda. Energy drinks are a possibility as well. For me, I try to make sure I get enough sleep the night before. If I know I will be out late for a few nights on surveillance, I will also stay up later a couple of nights prior if possible to help condition my brain. If possible, while on surveillance, I will get out and walk a little bit as well. That helps me a lot, stretching my legs, going out, getting some fresh air if It is possible, but it's not always possible. I also try to take a nap before I go out on surveillance. That really helps a lot too. Challenge number 5 is here, then the quick bonus tips you will want to hear about. Really quick, show your support for the PI guy. Hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. That really helps the channel out a lot. Mobile surveillance brings about all new challenges at night. It is a bit easier at night in most cases to follow, as the subject cannot really tell if the same car is behind them all the time. The big difficulty, though, is when you get into high traffic areas on multiple lane roads such as highways and freeways. It is much more difficult to follow at a distance and keep an eye on your subject's vehicle. The biggest thing you can do for this is really make note of the rear of the subject's vehicle. Notice what shape the taillights are. Do they have a rear window taillight? What does the trunk look like? Even the mirrors and the position of the headsets can help you identify your subject's vehicle. I also tend myself to follow more aggressively at night in higher traffic areas. I stick to them like glue, usually right behind them. I take this time to really look over the rear of their vehicle, so if they pull off into a neighborhood, I can slow down and I can identify them from a distance if needed. Our first bonus tip while on mobile surveillance at night, don't be that PI, the one with the sun visors down. PIs tend to always have both sun visors down almost all of the time. Sun visors down at night is a dead giveaway if someone is watching for a PI that is telling them. Even in the daytime, this is a dead giveaway. The next time you are out driving, look around and see how many cars there are with one occupant, the driver, and both sun visors down. In fact, most people don't even drive with the driver's side sun visor down unless they need it, but a lot of PIs have them down all of the time. Bonus tip number 2, how do you know who got in the car if you couldn't see them due to lack of lighting? Quite simply, folks, you just follow them. They're going to go somewhere, a store, a gas station, a theater, a bar, a restaurant, a fast food joint, something like that. Once they're at their destination, you will be able to tell fairly quickly if it was your subject or not. Paranoia is bonus number 3. It is the worst challenge of all, folks. Sitting in your car all by yourself in the dead of night, you will hear all kinds of noises. Noises of things that you can't see, noises of things you can't identify. Questions start going through your head. Did I take someone's favorite parking space? Did the neighbors see me park here and not get out? Were those kids staring at me as they walked by? Did somebody just look out the window at the subject's residence? And the list goes on and on. I fight paranoia on surveillance with 2 vital things. First is keeping my mind entertained, listening to things of interest, or working on other projects in my mind while sitting there. The biggest, though, is making sure I did my initial stationary setup properly. I had all my equipment where I wanted it prior to pulling into the neighborhood. Having all my equipment set up, like the screen being dimmed prior to pulling into the neighborhood. Having my food and munchies easily available before I pull into the neighborhood. Using restroom facilities before pulling into the neighborhood, and blacking out as quickly as possible once I park in my stationary position. Hey, here are 2 more videos for you to watch. Go ahead, pick one of them right now. Thanks for watching the PI Guy, and remember folks, stay safe out there.